Welcome back. With a little over 600 miles on Green Bean with the cam swap, it is time for some maintenance issues and some new parts install. Finally got the bowl joints in. Gonna be putting the max peening rod upper control arms in, oil change, and a transmission fluid change, which I'll break into a couple of videos. I don't think you want to hear everything about the maintenance if you don't want to, but I'm pretty sure that you don't want to see how these are going to fit on the car. Probably going to need an alignment job, but so be it. All right, well, let's get into it. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. How much deflection there is. How shot these upper control arm bushings are that I can literally just move them around. I mean, the rubber bushings always had some deflection in them, but you could just show. Hold on a minute. I'm going to show you. Think about that. You hit a bump, and this whole access point is moving around. It's not just going up and down, but it's going side to side, throwing your alignment off and everything. Yeah, easily I can flex these arms. All right, let's get back to work. See, the one thing about owning a couple of F-bodies or knowing the Fbody platform so well is that you know when there's something not right, but you can't put your finger on it, but you know the car shouldn't do what it does. And this car did have some work on it as far as suspension work. And also, to add insult to injury, as what you call it, is I noticed like just a little funkiness in the front suspension. I know that the tie rods were replaced on this car. We did the newer style Fbody, you know, the twin piston setup on here. Let me see. But I found some funkiness in this wheel bearing. But I noticed the car, how would I call it, nervous sometimes over certain types of pavement and roads. And simple control arm swap is turning out to be more than a simple control arm swap. Let me show you, and I hope this comes out on video. This is why it's very important to check suspension components when you're working on the car or just for maintenance wise. I want you to see something. That looks to me like a wheel bearing problem. Even though the wheel bearing's not making any noise, the scratching noises you hear is just a brake rotor and caliper. But you don't hear any grumbling or grinding or anything like that. And hear that? This should not move back and forth this much. Steering wheel's locked. The inner tie rod is fine. This was replaced right here. Yeah, definitely a wheel bearing. Simple control arm swap turns out to be something else. Such as life. All right, let me get back to work. Alright, we got the control arm buckets out. This is what it looks like. All the stuff has been loosened. I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to show you what's going on here. Come on. Oof. Actually, not as bad as I thought for a car with such high mileage on it, actually. I mean, it's a lot of movement in there. So that goes like so. Now, the thing with the max peating rod control arms is that it doesn't say left or right. The only way you can tell the difference is actually this has a bend in it, an arc, which you got to compare it to the other control arm. And that's bending up, I believe. Oh, you kidding me? Wrong hardware. Factory bolts don't fit. And again, told you I'm not sponsored, so if they want to give me some parts, they have to, you know, have some tough love also. All right, all in all, this is a quality part. This is a really good part. It's a copy of, I guess, a UMI or something along those lines. It's got the really good joints in here. But the problem, again, what I'm running into is what I said before, is the bolt. So we got to get a bigger bolt. If I want to use these control arms, got to get, I mean, I already have ball joints, I got everything, but I'm stuck for the night because I can't go out at, I don't know, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning to get bigger bolts. And you got to drill out this for the bigger bolts. But they fit in here. They look really good. Yeah, so I'll have an update soon. Bye.